All right, man. What's up? What's going on?
What's happening?
It's been a while. It's been a while since we've done one of these bad boys.
It's been a while. I feel like we've been silent for months now.
I know.
Oh
There's a lot
man.
going on. A lot going on.
Yeah. It's not like we're not
Well,
doing anything.
well, you're stuck in your house in the middle of an eastern snowstorm right now, right?
Yeah, it's been snowing for a full day, and it's gonna snow all day tomorrow.
Dude, nothing like a nothing like an early February snowstorm on the East Coast.
I'm not a snow fan. I'm good. I'm totally
You're done.
good with
You're
not
done with
having it.
it.
Yeah, totally good.
Oh man. Well, I could say that I haven't had. Well, we did see snow. We saw snow for a couple a couple hours that melted quickly.
Yeah.
Um, I don't
Yeah.
know, it was about a month ago.
Yeah, ours will not be melting quickly. That will not be happening. Ours will be here for a
Oh,
while. So
oh man. We'll enjoy building snowmen and women.
I will do that. That I will do.
uh, hey, if you guys are joining us, comment. We'd love to hear who's out there and how you guys are doing this week. It's been a while since we had one of these or jumped on one of these. In StreamYard, I had to almost refresh my memory, but I feel like it did like hundreds of these last year with all the stuff that was going on, COVID and Zooming and StreamYarding and yeah. Nate says, "Hurry up, The Bachelor's on." You would watch that show, dude. You would.
Yeah.
I don't know what people in Tennessee do, but obviously they watch The Bachelor.
Apparently.
I haven't had cable in years, so I guess people still have that. I don't know what that is, but
It's great.
oh man. All right, let's jump right in. We're not gonna stay long, but we wanted to share some exciting news. I'll kind of premise it, and Dave, I'll let you kind of elaborate on everything. But for many of you that know, over the years, Dave and I have filmed our hunts. In fact, that is one of the reasons we got together to start Rooted, is because we have this passion for filming our hunts, or at least learning how to film our hunts. Neither one of us really did in the beginning when we launched Rooted, and it became a passion of ours. There was three big things really that connected Dave and I as friends in the beginning. And one, first and foremost, was our faith in Christ, and then second was our love for the outdoors and hunting, and then filming. And I didn't really know anybody that at the time filmed their hunts, but I always thought it was interesting and wanted to jump in and try it. And so Dave and I did that, and our very first hunt together we filmed, and it was a cluster. It was a
It was
cluster.
something. It was something.
Dude, it was
I
bad. There
I
was,
still I think I have the footage from that, and I need to break that out someday because it is spectacular. I'm not gonna lie.
we should show that sometime because, boy, we have come a long way.
Yeah.
I remember how shaky that thing was. I knew nothing about tree arms or any of that. I don't even know if we had a tree arm.
I don't know either. Actually, I have no idea.
I have no idea what that looked like at that point. But anyhow, we did continue, and I will say, I love the film. I think Dave and I kind of have our own little. We've developed our own little things that we love about filming, and Dave's much more, I would say, progressed in learning how to edit and be creative and put stories together. And so over the years, we've started creating short films every year around turkey hunts. And this last one that we did, called Generations, we put a lot more thought into this one and being more intentional about the message that we were going to share, and how do we craft a message around the hunt itself to then not only give the hunter and his family something to cherish forever, but then also be able to create a message to the general public about what hunting really means, about what it means to pass hunting on in generations, from one generation to another. And then the ultimate thing is, how do we connect our faith with the outdoors? And I think my gosh, man, we had stumbling blocks over a lot, like how we were going to craft it and like what the message was. In fact, it didn't go perfect, didn't go the way we wanted it to. In many cases, we had to reshoot some things. But we put this film together called Generations, and Dave, why don't you tell us where we are right now as we sit this moment with Generations. I give you, and I know you're a humble dude, but man, I give you all the credit in the world for all the editing and time and effort you put into it, because it's one thing to shoot a film, have an idea what the vision is, but to take it then and put everything together and be able to craft this this beautiful message and the story into something that resonates with people is not easy. And I don't have that's I'd say I'm learning, but I'm not at the level that you are with that. And you get the credit to in putting all that stuff together as far as the editing piece. But tell me where we stand. Where are we at with Generations right now? What's happening?
Yeah. So I guess we released the film, I don't even know when, a year ago? Something like a year ago, maybe? I don't remember exactly when it was. But we did like a viewing party on here, and it was just something that we were really proud of just the message that we were able to get out and what we were able to put together. And we had a lot of good feedback from people on it. And I was talking to a buddy of ours, and he was like, hey, you should, and this was back early in the summer, like right around when we released it. He was like, you should put your film in like the Badlands Film Festival. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. Like, I don't even know what that looks like. Like, they probably only pick a couple people. I think it's a good film that we created, but like, whatever. I'll look into it and maybe I'll like throw it in. So that was like in the early summer. I had kind of forgot about it, and then you had to submit it. It opened in like September.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just like randomly remembered it. I don't know why. And I was like, and I read it, and it was just like, email us a copy of it and send us a copy of it on a SD card, and we'll let you know if something happens, right? So I sent it in and didn't hear anything, right? I didn't hear a word from anybody. Didn't even think about it, honestly. And then I guess it was probably 2 weeks ago, I get an email from someone at Badlands, and it says, congratulations, your film has been selected as a finalist in the Badlands Film Festival. And so I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, I guess they probably just pick like a bunch of people. I don't know how many are submitted, but they probably pick like a bunch and just show them or whatever. And then I kept looking and realized that they only pick 5 films. I don't know how many are submitted, but they only pick 5 films. And then we started looking at like last year's and the amount of people that watched it on YouTube, and you're talking like hundreds of thousands of people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the coolest part for me, and for both of us, I not want to speak for you, but creating something that had just the exact message that we wanted to get out. I feel like it really just encompassed exactly who we are and what we want to do and the message we want to share with people. Then having it recognized and getting to share it with potentially hundreds of thousands of people for God's glory only has been really, really cool just to think about and to see how like he's just had his hand on that. Not to get into it too much, but we've kind of been filming has always been a basis for what we do. Like you said in the beginning, that's kind of where our roots are. That's where we started. Mm-hmm. And we've always kind of bounced back and forth between like different styles of film, whether we do like documentary, vlogging, creating films like we create here. Like, and we've always kind of bounced back and forth with that. And we never felt like just solid, like this is what we should be doing, right? This is the path we should go. And it's interesting how God works, because probably a month ago, we were just like, I just feel like God is calling us to create films like Generations. Like we just felt like that was such an impactful thing, and that's what God's calling us to do. And then like a week and a half later, we get an email from Badlands saying that we're a finalist in their film festival. Like, and it's just God telling us like, look, this is what you guys need to be doing. Like, what a cool affirmation of that. So that's where we're at right now. So we are a finalist. Our film Generations is one of 5 finalists in the feature film category for the Badlands Film Festival, which is this Friday. It's all virtual. So we're going to talk about how to sign up for it. It's free. There's all sorts of cool prizes. So even if you don't, a lot of people probably have already seen our film, but just to see the other films, to be part of like a really cool night, and then to win some cool prizes, there's really no reason if you're in the outdoors not to join. So we're not doing this necessarily just for us. We're just doing it because we wanted to share, because I feel like it's just a cool thing to do right now. So
yeah. Part of the process too, guys, is which we didn't know. We've been learning kind of as we go. Is that the winners are actually already picked. So that was one of the things we were like, I wonder if people vote on it, the public. So they basically send it out to other folks in the industry, and then they vote. And so they actually have the sealed envelope of winners are ready to go. And what's cool is they give, so we made the top 5 for feature film, like Dave said, and they give the top 3 out. So potentially we may not win. And to us, to be honest with you, it's really not. I mean, it would be really cool, obviously, but it's really about the exposure that the film will get, the message inside of it that people will get to see.
Yeah.
But it would be cool, right, to like place really at this point, right? It would be really cool to be in the top 3. And so we don't really know what that looks like. We just know how to sign up and how to watch it. We'd love if you guys would watch it with us. But it's, I don't know if I can put, I know you're going to show. Do you want me to put that up? I can show. So I can also put the link. If there's a link, I can put a link in the chat here, and people can.
Yep, it's badlandsfilmfest.com. We also had a post on Facebook and Instagram, I think yesterday. So if you scroll on our feed on Facebook, you'll see it. But it'll just take you to this page. Just kind of talks about the different things. If you go right here, you just fill out your name, the state you're in, and your email. And then it'll basically send you a link to watch it. Like I said, I think it's this Friday. I believe it's this Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, come back to this page on February 5th, and they'll have the link. So February 5th at 9 p.m. And then these are some of the prizes that you can win just for signing up. So
it's cool.
There's some serious stuff in here. Obviously some Garmin stuff, some Vortex stuff, Fourth Arrow we love, some prime bows, some filming stuff. Film the Hunt. 2 people get to go to their course, which is we've gotten to chat with Tom a bunch of times, and they obviously do awesome stuff. So, and he's actually in it with us, which is probably not good news for us because he's pretty awesome.
Well, dude, funny story about that. I'll let you finish, but funny story.
Yeah, but that was it. So yeah, it's Badlands Film Fest. It's in the comments, and that's also in our latest post. So if you just scroll through our feed, you'll see it. But that's where you can do it. It's like I said, just literally email name and the state you're from. Yeah,
very cool. Very cool. Lots of stuff. Yes, the funny story is what I was thinking about. I think we were talking about the other day. It's like this full circle thing. I don't even know what year that was. We were at the outdoor show in Harrisburg.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what the name of it is. Great.
It's at the farm show complex. I don't know what it's called though. Yeah.
I can't think of it, but anyway, it's like the biggest show around. Anyway, they Film the Hunt did a little breakout session seminar type thing, and Dave and I were there, and we're starting to learn about what cameras to use and all that kind of stuff and all the gear, and then we even talked to Tom for a little bit afterwards, and we were just getting started then, didn't really know anything about anything. We're like, oh, we should get a lav mic, that'd be cool, right? Do you know what I mean? It was like that kind of stuff.
I remember. It was cool. We were just we were soaking it up, man. We were just eating it up, and it was he was super nice. He was awesome, and I've shot him questions over the years. He's a really good dude. And their stuff, if you've never watched their stuff, I mean, they have a show on Sportsman's Channel. Whatever film they put in here, I don't know what it is. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm excited to see it myself because their stuff's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. And it's an honor to be in that group.
Sure.
There's also we're in the feature film category, and then there's a short film category also. I don't know the timing on them. I think the short films are 2 to 3 minutes, and the long ones were 7 to 10.
Pretty
and ours was literally 10 minutes. It
was 10 on the dot.
It's so funny. But no, we're pumped. I mean, there isn't a whole heck of a lot else we wanted to talk about tonight. One other thing, and then before we go tonight, we're going to show you guys a little sneak peek of Generations if you haven't seen it. to get you pumped up for Friday. We're going to show you kind of the beginning of Generations, and then we'll let the rest be shown on Friday night at the film festival, bro.
Crazy.
The Badlands Film Festival. It's so cool.
I'll be there.
But one quick thing before we go. So we have a property lined up in Oklahoma for May 1st. The date's already picked. The property's already picked. It's roughly 1,000 acre private piece of land in Oklahoma that they are offering a youth turkey hunt. And all we need is the hunter. We need the hunter. Everything's set up. We have a cabin that we will be staying at Friday night. The cool thing about Oklahoma is you can hunt 2 days, and so we'll probably do a Saturday, Sunday hunt potentially. Working out the details. May 1st, we need a hunter. So we're looking for somebody, I would say anywhere from 10 to 16 years old. It is $10, even for an outside of state or a non-resident, $10. You have to buy a turkey stamp, I guess they would call it, or whatever they call it, a turkey permit. And that's all. That's all it costs for you to hunt as a youth. So
where in Oklahoma, because you're obviously not from Oklahoma, so they don't necessarily have to be from Oklahoma, right? They could be from really anywhere in that general area that they can just get there. So
I mean, if somebody is willing to fly to Dallas Fort Worth Airport, I will pick them up at the airport and we will drive to Oklahoma. So I'm about an hour from the border, and the place is about 2.5 hours from here. So from the airport, it's under 3 hours. You'll be at a private property, nobody else hunting it. I just got trail camera pics last week. I sent them to you, Dave. You saw them, some slobs. And nobody's hunting turkey there. This literally, I don't know if it's been turkey hunted. I think last year they did a little bit, but we have the run of the place basically for 1 or 2 days, and we will supply everything really needed. I'm even working on borrowing a 410 for somebody that could be potentially younger, so 10 years old, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Also, you could archery hunt. We'll have to discuss that depending on age. That kind of thing. You'll be hunting out of a blind, and we'll provide pretty much everything. You just got to get here, and we will film it. We will definitely film it. So
if anybody has any connections, anybody in the area, or can just ask around for us, this is always the hardest part, finding somebody. And this is a really cool opportunity. Like, obviously we do the one at the farm every year. But this is a sweet spot, man. This is a sweet spot. So if anybody knows anybody, put us in touch with somebody, even like a local, who knows, like a local church, a local youth group, someone that we can kind of get in touch and find somebody. Please reach out to us and let us know. We really don't want to just let this opportunity pass by. We really want to be able to bless somebody and take somebody out hunting. So please get in touch.
Yeah, and it criteria-wise, it would be awesome, obviously, to take somebody out that's never been hunting before, or they don't have the means to, maybe it's a single parent and they want to introduce their child to hunting, but they don't have the means to do that. Maybe they're going through a rough time. We'll do a Zoom call with the youth and their. So it has to be a parent or guardian also. That's the thing. So we can't. You can't drop, unfortunately, you can't drop your kid off at DFW for me with the whole weekend. That you'd have to come along. It's a guardian or parent with you on the hunt. So cool. Well, we'll keep looking. We'll keep praying that we find, that God sends us the right kid, and we're psyched. We're doing it. So end of January, so beginning of February now. So February, March, April. So about 3 months. 3 months left to find somebody.
It's coming quick.
Cool. Anything else, man, before we show a little bit of Generations?
I don't think so, man. I'm ready to check it out. It's been a while.
Dude, you remember the first time we watched this film together?
We did. We were a little emotional.
It was intense, man. It was intense. I hope, I pray that people can have that it will impact people half the way it impacted us, at least half the way, right? I mean, because there is a strong message behind it, and I think part of the reason that we got emotional is because it's, we spent a lot of thought things going into it. And, when you see something that ends up even 10 times better than you even imagined, it's hard to do that sometimes with a film, but this one, it gets you. It gets you. And it hopefully will get a lot of people on Friday night. So.
I hope so.
All right, man, I'm going to play a little bit of Generations, and then we'll wrap this thing up.
Sounds good.
Camaraderie is defined as mutual trust and friendship among people who spend quality time together. For many, camaraderie is the soul of hunting. While success is important, hunting is truly about the lifelong bonds we make with those who share our passion. Those of us who embrace this pastime enjoy reliving our experiences and sharing our stories with others. For us, we love painting a picture of the beauty that a wild place has to offer. We appreciate strategy and working collectively to make the next season more memorable than the last. We even love telling about the one that got away. For us, life has provided these opportunities, and we are all the better for it. It is now our duty to ensure that the next generation is able to enjoy these same experiences.
So I noticed something that's pretty funny, actually. I don't know if you noticed this, but this was not on purpose. So as part of the intro, there were 2 shots of you wearing a Badlands backpack.
I noticed that too.
I don't even have that pack. I don't have that pack anymore.
I have a Badlands pack. So that's funny. When I saw that the other day when I rewatched it, and I was like, this is perfect. They probably picked it because I had a backpack.
And I didn't even cross my mind. Didn't even cross my mind.
The only reason.
Steven had a question. I don't know what he's referring to.
Where are you looking at? Just jumped on and streaming's bad.
Is he talking about the property, maybe? The Oklahoma property? I'm not sure.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, where are you looking at? So it's southeast Oklahoma. Again, about 2.5 hours from DFW, northeast. So if that's what you're talking about, I'm not sure you're talking about the streaming was bad. I don't see it. I don't see any issues on our end. Here, potentially could be somebody's internet or something. But if it was bad, I apologize. Usually we can catch that stuff. But Stephen, if you were talking about the Oklahoma property and you want more information, reach out to us individually send us a message on Facebook or Instagram, and we can certainly answer those questions for you. But hey, we're looking forward to you guys joining us on Friday night. We're not sure if we're going to be able to do any kind of a live watch party, anything like that, because what's cool is it sounds like the top 3 winners, they may potentially do a live with those winners during the Badlands Film Festival, which would be pretty cool. Or we might end up being live, some kind of watch party or something. We're not sure.
Yeah, we'll just have to see. Yeah, we're not sure exactly how it's going to play out, but we'll keep you guys posted, and then maybe even after something, we'll go live and just chat and kind of talk about it. But yeah, we'll have to keep you guys posted. But yeah, I would encourage everyone to sign up, not for our sake, but I feel like there's going to be a lot of really good films. It's a cool opportunity. Selfishly, I do wish it was in person. I feel like it would be really cool to fly to Utah and a couple thousand people packed in a room and then get to see your film. That'd be really cool. But I have a feeling there's going to be quite a few people watching on Friday. So that would be pretty cool as well.
I think it gives people more opportunity to watch it,
Yeah,
like it's all virtual. So we've been seeing a lot of that.
Yeah, so make sure you go to that link, sign up. win some cool prizes, watch some cool films.
That's it. That's all we got. We're excited, and we couldn't be more happy. Couldn't be happier and honored to be a part of it. And yeah, that's all we got.
Sounds good. Well, hopefully we'll talk to you guys on Friday. We'll see.
All right, guys. Take care. Have a great rest of your week, and we will talk to you very soon.